I mean this in the most kindest way possible. Get over yourself. I have seen way too many young women hold themselves back because of imaginary Yelp reviews that they think that we're getting as human beings. One awkward moment, one wrong tone, and one outfit that just didn't land, and suddenly they're convinced that there is a permanent rating attached to their name. People in my personal life describe me as an eccentric character and sometimes even an NPC, and you know what? Maybe all of that might be true, but a big part of the way I move the way I do is my lack of shame or how little power it has over me. For context, growing up, I was bullied and put through more humiliation than most people have ever experienced. I was always slightly outcasted for being neurodivergent. And yes, being pretty and having a glow up did help me socially, but even now, when people really look at me, I can see it. The pause, the stare, the quiet thought that something is off. Being laughed at in rooms by people at a young age, it really just changes you. It really did change me, and that kind of shame either crushes you or it burns itself out. And for me, it just burned out. I'd like to say it took so much shame to find courage. And, I get why people are scared now. It's hard. Social media made the world feel like a surveillance camera. Everything is recorded, everything can be clipped or stripped out of context, but our fear of being perceived is not really about safety. It is about ego. We have convinced ourselves that every awkward moment, every misstep, every slightly off interaction is being mentally archived by strangers. And oh my God, we're human. No one is keeping score. People are too busy replaying their own moments to seriously remember yours. The world is not watching you the way you think it is. The world is loud, distracted, tired, messed up. And social media did not make people more judgmental. It made us overestimate how much we matter in other people's minds. We confuse being visible with being important. We assume that being seen automatically means that we're being evaluated. The evaluation doesn't stick. Obsessing over perception is just control in a nicer outfit. It keeps us muted and manageable. You start editing yourself before anyone even reacts. And this is not humility. This is not self-awareness. This is obedience. You're shrinking preemptively so no one has to tell you to. Shame feels justified because for a lot of us, it once had a purpose. It kept us from being singled out. It helped us survive rooms that were not kind to us. But at some point, holding on to shame becomes lazy. It turns into the belief that your embarrassment matters more than your curiosity, your ideas, and your presence. Avoiding cringe is not a higher priority than actually living. Most people are not stuck because they lack potential. They are stuck because they think they are the main character in everyone else's head. Letting go of that does not make you careless. It makes you grow. You realize that you're allowed to exist without constantly explaining yourself. So yes, think of the Queen Tamara. Get over yourself. Not because you are insignificant, but because you are not the center of the universe. And once you accept that, you are free.